Welcome back to Brazoria GOP YouTube channel. Today we're joined by Terry Adams. He's candidate for Justice First Court of Appeals, Place 5. Welcome, Terry.
It's great to be here, Shane.
Thank you for joining us today. The voters want to know more about our candidates, so please introduce yourself to the voters of Brazoria County.
Sure. My name again is Terry Adams. Went to law school at South Texas College of Law in Houston, where I was the editor-in-chief of the Law Review. During law school, I got married to my wife, Ann. We're still married for it'll be 36 years coming up in August. After law school, I was selected among hundreds of candidates to be a briefing attorney on the Supreme Court of Texas, where I worked for Justice Raul Gonzalez, who was, I think, one of the top justices to ever sit on that court. After working in Austin for the Supreme Court of Texas, Ann and I moved back to Houston, where I joined a large litigation firm in Houston, and over time became the head of the appellate practice group at that litigation firm. We have 3 children who are now adults, and we have 3 very young grandchildren as well.
Great, thank you very much. Tell the voters about this court and describe it, because the voters don't know much about the courts in Texas.
Sure. The courts of appeals in Texas, there's 14 courts of appeals in Texas, and they are right below the Supreme Court of Texas. What the courts of appeals do is they review trial court judgments. The First Court of Appeals has jurisdiction or serves 10 counties, from Grimes County to the north to Galveston County to the south, and pretty much every county in between. The First Court of Appeals reviews trial court judgments in civil and criminal cases from that 10 county area. What the Court of Appeals does is determines whether or not those judgments were correctly decided. If they weren't, then they reverse them, and in doing so, the court issues an opinion with scholarly analysis, lots of research and writing. And so the court then decides what the law is for that case, which is law that we all have to follow. So it's important to have experienced and conservative justices on that court.
Great, thank you. Tell the voters why they should vote for you.
In this case, it's important that our judges on the First Court of Appeals not only be conservative, but they be highly experienced and qualified in handling appeals. I've handled appeals my entire legal career for more than 31 years. I have handled appeals in every court of appeals in Texas, in the Texas Supreme Court, in the United States Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit, and the U.S. Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. I have been ranked by Texas Super Lawyers and Best Lawyers in America as one of the top appellate lawyers in Texas. I've also been reviewed by my peers in Texas and judges as well by Martindale-Hubbell, and they have given me the very highest possible ranking, which is AV rated preeminent. Based on my qualifications and based on my performance in the cases that I've handled on appeal, I have been endorsed in this race by 5 former Texas Supreme Court judges. Also, in the most recent Texas bar poll for this position, lawyers in this 10-county area chose me over my opponent for this particular position by a margin of more than 2 to 1. So if you're looking for the best qualified, best experienced, best prepared candidate to be your next justice on the First Court of Appeals, Place 5, I would be honored to have your support and your vote in the runoff on July 14.
Great, thank you. Any final words for the voters of Brazoria County?
I'm excited to be in this race. I'm excited to be in this runoff. I'm excited and proud that I came in first in the primary for this position. We're working hard to earn your vote in the runoff so I can be your next justice on the First Court of Appeals, Place 5. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. Folks, please go out and early vote. If not, go out on July 14th. It's very important that you vote. Thank you very much for watching. God bless the USA and God bless Texas.
God bless Texas.